9:17. Welcome back to Live at 9. Our next guest's incredible story has inspired people of all ages.
And that it has. Author and speaker Yannik Mckie is here today to talk about his new book called Living in the Shadows. It is the story of how he overcame his parents' death to AIDS and how he continues to influence people today. Yannik, welcome to Live at 9. Glad to have you here this morning.
Have you.
Let's start with your story, especially about your parents. And how did it initially impact you?
Wow, well, I found out at the age of 11 that both of my parents were HIV positive. My father had had an extramarital affair with another woman, contracted the disease, and then gave it to my mother. And by the time I was 15, both of them had passed away. So me going from, living an excellent life, traveling all the time, my dad was a high-ranking Delta official, to not having any parents had a tremendous effect, negative effect on me mentally, and it really changed my life forever.
And during that formative period, probably the most important period of time for a young man especially, you had found God. You had developed a relationship with God prior to this. Did that sustain you, or were you angry at God?
I was extremely angry because nobody told me that sometimes you have to go through pain to achieve your purpose. Most of the time you learn God loves you, He'll protect you, He'll never let anything bad happen to you. But as you grow older, you clearly understand that that's not true.
So as we listen to your story, who or what pulled you out, or what did you see to say, better days are out there for me?
God sent two awesome people into my life. Charles and Carol Daniels became my adoptive parents. It was just so awesome to have somebody in my life who loved God, who was patient with me, who was willing to help me to grow up and become the man that I needed to be. They are the number one reason I'm doing what I'm doing today, changing lives across the country.
And that's exactly the point of your book. It's not it's not fiction. It's meant to engage the author or the reader. Why? To find a way over their own obstacles, or what?
Yes, you're exactly right. The whole purpose for the book is to encourage people to overcome their problems and maximize their potential. I've learned that it's what you go through that makes you who you are. If you don't have any challenges in life, you won't amount to much. And I really want people to stop complaining and figure out how they can use what they're going through to make a difference in somebody else's life.
So is this more of a guidebook for whom, you would say?
For anybody. For anybody who has gone through something in their life that they don't understand, from losing a parent to dealing with the loss of a child, somebody suffering with critical illness, a child who's lost a parent, maybe not to death, to divorce. Just anybody going through trials in their life.
Even if a trial seems like it's certainly not as overwhelming as yours was, if it's big to that person, it's big. Your book has attracted the attention of an Emmy Award-winning documentarian. You're having a documentary made about your life as well. How can folks help with that, bring that to fruition?
Well, it's a nonprofit endeavor, meaning the money is not going to me. The money is going to help at-risk youth across the country. And if anybody wants to become a sponsor for that film, or just donate because they believe in the story and believe in the mission of the Mckie Foundation, they can certainly go to www.mckiefoundation.com and they can donate, and they can call me. I can come out and speak at their church, their youth group. I'll be doing a revival here in Memphis at Historical First Baptist with Quentin Smith as the pastor. So, I'm doing a whole lot of things across the country to help raise money for this film.
It is a story I know a lot of people will believe in.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you.
Such a pleasure to meet you. We'll link to your website.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much. All right, shifting gears here, Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat is on the stage at the Orpheum Theater this week with two very famous faces you'll definitely recognize.
There they are. Diana DeGarmo returns to Live at 9, and look who's with her, fellow American Idol alum